We're going to torture, beat, and slam this next EP and single right down to the ground to see if it has what it takes to get into our collection. Are you ready? This one could get pretty nasty. Let's go. Terry here again, guiding metal music fans like you to the newest metal music. If you're up for a fistful of new metal music to collect right now, well, stick around. In less than 7 minutes, I'll get you 4 new Extreme albums to add to your collection. If you like what is there on that list, Redline is for you because I review, analyze, and break down the newest Extreme releases from my weekly chart so you get the best new metal every day. Today, we have both the Black Death Energy single and Take the Pain With Me EP by HEXVHS. These are the band's newest releases up for a fresh Redline review. Let's go ahead and break these guys down. In Apple Music, I open a band's page and I see that between the both of them, there are 6 strong sounding tracks totaling 14 minutes. The album cover artwork for both of them, as you can see, it's distorted imagery with standard fonts, and I'd like to thank the artist. I believe both releases should be excellent. They classified themselves in Apple Music as metal. Between that, the album artwork, the song titles, and a quick sound check, I visualized something heavy. My genre description before I start the review is either going to be somewhere in the range of new or industrial metal. We'll see if that changes in the end during my reveal. The single opens up with crushing rhythm and tempo. It's raw, energetic, and it feels like punk, grindcore metal, industrial, and power metal all wrapped into one. It's groovy, stylish, and it is slamming. I love the dark feel with bleeding, furious Fry vocal work, grinding guitars, big, solid bass guitar, and solid slashing percussions. Very unique, and I love it. And that is the Black Death Energy single by HEXVHS. Next up, we have the EP, and it opens up with grinding fury and energy. The bleeding vocals, groovy, distorted guitars, full bass, and excellent drums gave this a solid metal feel. This stuff is an absolute killer right now. Track 2, it smashes hard with immense rhythm and shifts in sounds that, with that big grinding 100 tons of metal sound, it is a beauty. Track 3, it brings me back to a punk feel with a scorching, tortured vocals, pummeling instruments, and vicious energy. And oh darn, it was just too short. Next, track 4 is back to that sledgehammer metal energetic sound with that groovy, grinding, energetic feel. And this stuff is just a lot of fun. Track 5 takes us to the end with the same energy as the first track, with a sprinkle of rangy harmonies added, and it's just fabulous. In summary, I hope to hear more from HEXVHS soon, as they only have a few singles and this one EP to offer right now. Great job, guys, and hats off to this band. Recording and sound quality, it was pro, with intentionally distorted guitar sounds. Production and musicality here is pretty raw, in my opinion. I'm going to rate the overall levels of rhythm and tempo as immense, and it's got a level 8 or 9 intensity range here. While the harmonies and melodies were less present, I had them at a conservative level 3 or 4 range of presence in this album as well. I find the lyrical theme is battling negative energies and becoming a mainstream or radio act here. It's a possibility. This is a new band, so we don't know where they're heading quite yet. Range, flow, and layout of the album is consistent, and the tracks are arranged pretty tight here. I'm going to describe the vocals as tortured Fry. The singer sounds like he's being whipped while he's singing, okay? It's just immense work. The guitar work is distorted grunt with grinding punk. Bass section is big and crunchy, and finally the drums and percussion performance was slash and burn. Overall, the energy and intensity here is massive throughout. Unique upon themselves, they remind me somewhat of White Zombie and Marilyn Manson fused with punk elements. And dare I say, they sound a little wee bit of, I don't know why, but they remind me of Stone Temple Pilots as an influence in there. Temperature rating, I'm going to give this one as a level 8 or 9 intensity here with a very dark tonality feel. While the overall colors I personally describe as face melting red. Does the album art match the feel of the music? Yeah, it sure does. With the distorted imagery goes with distorted music. So yeah, it's a dead ringer there. General feeling I had during this session was a white-knuckled electric thrill ride. It led me to give this album a massive seismic reading of 8.7 on my Richter scale, and I think that this would be great music for the drive to go see a good metal show, maybe even to go see a HEXVHS metal show. The reveal, my predictions from earlier were kind of bunk. I said newer industrial metal. Right now, I'm going to say that my official description is it's like an industrial metal fused with black metal and punk. That's about where I can go with that. They're very diverse and very different band here. The official bio says black metal, which means I kind of sort of got it about a third right. My favorite tracks, all of them were edible. They were delicious and groovy all the way through. And finally, of course, it's going to go into my library. This is superb stuff. Lastly, stream them for yourself, okay? And that is it for another episode of Redline Reviews. And I am going to dig into my treasure chest and recommend Destruction Is All We Know by Almost Dead, just for you, just to say thanks for hanging out with me today. And a recap. Yesterday, episode 95, I reviewed Sinister Oath by Coffins, and I added Inhuman Implants by Atoll from my secret stash in the end. And that's it. That's your 4 albums in about 7 minutes. See that last episode, by the way, for the full scoop. Stream them for yourself to see if they are for you as well. And lastly, everybody, remember, you have the power to support all metal artists. Stream them, engage them on social, buy the merch, see them live. Join me again soon for another episode of Redline Reviews. And finally, hit that subscribe button so you can get your new albums here first. Cheers, everybody, and have a great Saturday.